Am I the a-hole for erasing my parents after my cousin stole my food and had an allergic reaction? I'm 16 years old, female, and a couple of months ago my parents cleared out their office room so my 13-year-old cousin could move in. Ever since she got here, stuff from my room has been going missing. Mostly clothes and my braiding hair since I do hair on myself and others, my crop tops, tube tops, and little things like that kept turning up missing. Or when I did find them they were cut shorter or stained. Important detail. No one in the house has a lock on their door except my parents and obviously the front door. I asked my parents for a lock since it was pretty clear who was taking my stuff, and they said no because a couple of months ago I got caught smoking weed and they don't want anything happening in my room. Okay, cool. I understood that, but not the fact that my things were getting stolen and nobody cared but me since I brought it to their attention many times, but her actions were always excused with she's growing up and finding herself, let her be. So one day I confronted my cousin and was like, if you wanted to borrow my stuff you could have just asked, I probably would have let you. And she literally said, because it looks better if it's stolen. We argued, and my parents got involved and yelled at me since I'm immature for arguing with a 13-year-old, who obviously knew what she was doing. After that, my parents started acting super standoffish with me. Like barely talking, ignoring me in the house, weird passive-aggressive energy. I was basically just staying in my room to avoid everyone. Fast forward 2 weeks. I come home from school and immediately get screamed at by both my parents at once for giving my cousin food poisoning. Turns out she went into the fridge, stole my leftover peanut noodles, which she 100% knew were mine and that she's allergic to, ate them, and had a reaction. Here's the thing though, nobody in the house even knew she was allergic to peanuts except her and my dad. Not me, not my mom, no one else. Somehow this was still my fault. Okay, cool. My parents said I could stay with my grandmother who lives 36 hours for the summer for my cousin to calm down from the situation since every time I walked around in the house I've lived in for 16 straight years she complained she was scared of me. I've been here for a week or two. I tried checking in with my parents a couple of times but they barely answered. So I just blocked them, now trying to protect my peace and live my life without the title the food poisoner sticking on my back. Now they're blowing up my grandma saying I'm trying to erase them from my life. And honestly, I'm not. I'm just tired of putting in effort in a relationship they have obviously given up on. Am I the a-hole? Please give feedback and/or advice. Update. I think I'm doing this right. My parents live in New York and my grandmother lives in Los Angeles, California, South Central. So that's where the estimated 36 hours came from. It might be more she moved in with us because her parents couldn't handle her. My grandmother talks to my mom regularly but never tells me what they talk about, but she did tell me that my dad went through my cousin's phone and saw she was planning to meet up with a 17-year-old boy to smoke weed and do other things. They also enrolled her into the middle school I went to since she is in 8th grade, and apparently she's doing much better, which I don't believe. Not trying to be bitter, but I genuinely feel like I have the right to do so. She also said I would have to go back at the end of the summer so this doesn't blow up into a bigger situation than it has to be. And that she is going to try her best to fly parents out later next week for everyone to talk this out at her therapy group. I am going to take everyone's advice and start to save my money from doing hair and other jobs. I will try to convince my grandmother to let me stay with her once this situation dies down for a while, so I will give it maybe 3 weeks. Thank you for all the advice. I will try to keep updates going for you guys.